After marriage ends, it can feel like there's much to rebuild. Friendships, relationships with the kids, finances, where we live, and much more. It's natural to try to rebuild it all at once. But in today's video, we're going to talk about how that's not the way forward. There's a different way. But before we go there, I want to mention a new 7-day course that we've made here at Men After Marriage. It's for those of us that find ourselves in divorce, lost, not sure of how to move forward, and looking for direction. It's for those of us who want to start a 7-day challenge to rebuild, to refocus, to reframe. In the 7-day challenge, you're going to have the opportunities to learn new tools, new habits, and new responses to how we see the world. It can be the beginning of your start, your journey to rebuild. Check out the link below for more information, or leave a comment saying 7-day challenge to hear more. But back to the video for now. So, for many of us, we want to rebuild after divorce all at once. We go out, we get new things, we find new women, we chase things that probably shouldn't be chased. Or we try to numb that pain. We try to find a new place to go, new things to do, or new vices that make it all go away. Or maybe they're old vices too. Whatever it is, often we look at divorce as a way of trying to rebuild everything today. But there's a better way. And think of it in the sense of a craftsman. Have you ever watched a skilled craftsman move? They're focused, they're smooth, they're almost perfect in some sense, right? You see them move through this life, through this cycle, through the opportunity creating. I think about a carpenter and how skilled they can be. Their tools are always in the right place. They know where they are. They use them with precision, right? Well, that didn't come overnight. It came through an apprenticeship. That came through a lot of lessons learned, a lot of bad cuts, a lot of techniques, and maybe it came from learning simple things like measure twice, cut once. And that's the same type of approach we should take in divorce recovery. We can try to rebuild all at once. We can try to repair and replace a new relationship overnight, but that's never going to result in the situation or the place that we've always wanted. All it's going to do is put us in a position of realizing our old patterns are still there. And if we're wise enough, we'll see that our old patterns are our fault, not someone else's. I think that's another thing you can do in divorce. If you realize that you're blaming everyone else, you probably should look at yourself, right? And that's often a great opportunity to make those decisions and those changes in your life. It can have compounding effects and put you on a path to finding that healthy relationship, to having a better relationship with your kids, to getting the job you want, or getting to the place that you want in life. It's pretty amazing, actually, when you think about it. A little bit of self-knowledge, a little bit of self-work can change your life and move you into another place. It can change your relationships, your opportunities, and your trajectory in life. If you're not in the place where you want to be, this is the right spot. It's the right channel for it. This is where you have the opportunity to build awareness, to learn new tools and new skills, and to move forward in ways that are going to benefit you in unfathomable ways. So stick around and pay attention to more, because we have plenty of lessons learned here. So back to the video and how to move forward accordingly. That craftsman didn't learn by overnight osmosis, right? No one's yet plugged into the matrix where they can learn something like Neo did in a moment's notice and suddenly know Kung Fu. How we learn as humans is through small steps and through small wins. And we got to celebrate those small wins. That's part of the process here, because that craftsman makes every move look easy, effortless, and smooth. But that skill was not developed overnight. You gotta remember that. It grew from a regular practice and getting better with every try. So here in divorce, we gotta implement that same strategy. We gotta realize that we are going to fail, and we're gonna fail a lot. Part of the journey and the fun of it is realizing that we're failing and enjoying and embracing it, because you're actually not failing if along the way you learn. If you stay stuck in the frustration and don't finish what you're doing because you're failing and you're worried about failing and how it will look, you're never learning. But if you look at it and say, hey, what can I learn from this lesson? What can I learn from divorce? What can I learn about myself in this process? That's the place where you're growing. That's the place where you can change your life. So just think about those small, consistent actions. And whether it's cooking solo, making friends, or starting a new routine, it's all about the consistency here with those small routines. It's not about being perfect. You gotta take care of those small things, because then the big things start to fall into place. It's kind of wild. When you stop letting go of the control, when you start letting go of the control to all the things that are big in your life, you just focus on the now. You focus on this moment. You focus on this opportunity, this breath. It's amazing how those big things just fall into place without us trying to force them. So it's less effort, it's more relaxing, and it's better off for us and the people that are in our lives, your family, your kids, if we just be in the moment, if we just learn how to be in the now. And that can be really hard. But if you want tips on it, you found yourself in the perfect spot. So here's our 3 keys to rebuilding after divorce and focusing on those small wins. If you're in that place where you're open to the ideas, you gotta start with a focus. That's number 1. You gotta pick one small thing every day, whether it's making your bed or planning out tomorrow, the night before, or 10 minutes of quiet reflection on the day. You gotta pick something that's small and something that you can focus on. Give it your full attention before mastering and moving on to the next. Number 2, you gotta build new habits. So mastery comes from that carpenter stacking habits, stacking skills over and over, repetition, consistency, commitment, openness to learning. That's where true mastery comes from. And it's the same thing here in divorce. You gotta be open to failing in communication with your ex, with your kids, with your coworkers, with the world. Learning from those opportunities and doing it again, being open to trying again, rather than clamming up, shutting down, and not learning. This is a powerful spot. And lastly, number 3, you gotta keep going. Rebuilding takes time, especially after divorce. Think about a house that burned down or a tornado that came through town and ripped everything up. Rebuilding takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You gotta focus on the progress, not perfection. It's all about those small steps, keeping that forward momentum instead of standing still. Consistency is key. Men who thrive after divorce are not making dramatic changes. They're the ones who show up for themselves every day, trust the process, and don't quit. So if you're ready to trust the process and not quit, check out the 7-day course below. It's an opportunity for you to reset, rebuild, and move forward. I look forward to helping you through that progress, your comments on this video, and learning more.